It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Well guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. I am getting back to work on Smokey. It's a little late in the day because I'm lazy. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Sometimes it's hard to get going on the weekend. Kind of love my Saturday morning coffee and breakfast, so. But my plan, I'm gonna tip this forward and scrape on it. And look who's back. Dad's back from the great white north of the Yukon.
Yes, I am.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a longer screw to put in to pull that thing into place.
I might have a longer screw.
Well, I wasn't going to just run over to your toolbox right away. I was going to wait until you weren't looking. But...
Payback. It's payback time.
Yeah.
So how was the Yukon anyways?
Great. Great. If you can believe, the gas was cheaper in the Yukon than it is in Vancouver. In Dawson City, the gas was $1.80 something a liter.
Doesn't seem bad.
No.
Not as good as what it used to be, but...
No, but I mean, considering Vancouver, it's over $2.
Yeah, I meant there's a refinery right there.
Yeah, and at Dawson City, they got to haul it from Edmonton. So,
interesting.
yeah. But no, the Yukon was, I mean, it's a long way. Like, you know, I mean, like Dawson City is 500 kilometers north of Whitehorse. And what I found interesting, like a lot of it too, was like the stern wheelers. Took them 39 hours from Whitehorse to Dawson City. And just about 3 weeks to come back. Because coming back, they're going upstream.
It's kind of...
Dawson City, they're going down.
Oh.
If they didn't run aground. And the ferry that runs in Dawson City, like it runs year-round, was built in Vancouver, hauled to Whitehorse, put together, and then they took it down the Yukon River. They run aground twice on the way to, but it runs 24 hours a day, crossing the Yukon River. So, and if you want to go to the top of the World Highway, you cross the river and on the ferry and
Go across the top of the world.
And I guess it's rougher than a son of a gun, but that's to be expected on gravel road. The worst part for us was from Carmack's north is because they seal coat, they don't pave. And when seal coat gets a hole, it's that big around and that deep. So you got to dodge the potholes and a couple of frost heaves, but not bad. And that's probably why my slide doesn't work now. I don't know.
Yeah, Dad's working on his motorhome, mini motorhome. Well, Class B, I was gonna say Class C, but it's a Class B because it doesn't have the overhead bunk. But yeah, they got rid of the fifth wheel, so
yeah,
no more fifth wheel. Back to a motorhome.
Yeah, maybe back to a Class A, but your mother says no.
Well, what you should do is take Duke for a drive, and then maybe you're gonna want to get a big trailer again.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not.
I doubt it.
It's a nice idea, but trying to maneuver a...
Well, that's why I wanted to use the cab over, because it's short. And you haul a car, like you take and put a car on the back of the cab over, pull in the fifth wheel, you can get around the campgrounds.
Yeah.
But you take like Duke, without a car on, you're going to have trouble in some of the campgrounds. Mind you, we very seldom ever go into campgrounds anyways. I find they're just a complete waste of money for the most part, unless we need something, which we don't need very much. If we got water and sewer and whatnot, but
Yeah.
to each his own. We're going to the FMCA rally in Gillette, Wyoming, and one of the campgrounds was over $100 US for one night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so cancel that idea.
Yeah.
We'll find a Walmart parking lot or somebody's garage or something.
For $100 US a night, well, I don't know what I could do, but I could do a lot.
You could just say no.
Yeah.
But they know
Better have some pretty nice amenities.
But they know it'd be different if you're going to stay there for a while and, you know, whatnot. But we don't need anything. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of my shadows, so.
Well, there you go.
Anyways.
Yeah, I guess I better get to work.
Yes, I better put that
Thing back together.
thing back together.
Okay, so I think this is a better, well, I think it's a better way to work on the roof because now I can put my scaffolding here and then work straight on. But you can see I need to get the fuzzy part off and I need to get that scale off. So I'm going to use my disc grinder with that thin cutoff wheel to just kind of shave it. And she's tipped pretty far forward, and then we can see the engine. Yeah, take a look in here. Steering shaft, everything looks okay. I should get in here with my mini sandblaster and sandblast all this. I should. But yeah, we need projects for another day. More projects. My 60 series. Now this, gosh, I've thought about changing this engine where you just bloop, pull it right out, but also be pretty easy to work on right here. So anyways, got lots of work to do. I put my come along there with a strap, so it's securing it. I did let it go right forward, but I gently set it down with the come along just so it wouldn't, you know, because essentially right here, these cylinders are bottomed out right there. So if you slam it, it could pop the end of that off and could fall on its face. And we really don't want that. But anyways, gosh, there's lots of corrosion. This poor truck. This turbo is seized. You know, and that's where I do know where there's a 14-liter engine. But they want a few bucks for it. And I thought about just pulling this engine out and putting another engine in. But anyways, first things first, let's get the cab sealed up. So it's interesting though. It's very interesting how they did the plywood from new. You know, this is a bit rusty, so I could clean that up. Still need to pressure wash that. I should have done that already. Why didn't I do that? Rome wasn't built in a day. Because at the end of the day, till I get this cab fixed, the rest is a moot point. But see, I think this looks pretty good. You know what? You got the discoloration from the burn, but the resin has taken to it. And you know what? When we put a little guide coat on it and a little more meat, it'll be fine.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Making a mess, but I think it's getting better.
Well, that was messy. It's probably gonna be a short video, but I did a lot of work because look at that. So I've stripped the entire roof of Smokey, and over in this corner, it's really thin. So we're gonna build that up. And in the back, it's fine, but the heat made it bubble. So I sanded all the gel coat off, all the paint off the roof so that we can do it all anew. But yeah. So before I forget, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe down below if you're enjoying this. And then, you know, you can see when this thing is done in a couple years. And check out Shop Peterbilt Mike or MikeTheTruckNut.com for There's Only One King Peterbilt merch. Or Save the Cab Overs. I'm wearing my Save the Cab Overs t-shirt, so because we're saving cab overs. But check it out. So I've got it all sanded down, and you can see where the good fiberglass is. Now here where it's a little bit lighter, there's a little bump there. It's affected by the heat. I think it did kind of, I don't know, it might be air bubbles. Not sure, but I'm gonna give it a coat of resin. I have to do some more sanding up there to bevel the edge, kind of like here, but got to fill all these holes because I'm not putting a whale tail back on. Gonna fill the holes for the antenna and knock these out. That's what I'm gonna do right now. And here is my fiberglass panel I put on the inside, and this is the gusset on the inside. I think I'm just gonna lay layers on top of this. I'm not gonna cut it out and try and French a piece in because like on the side it was difficult, and I think trying to do the edges is gonna be harder than just laying some matting over and filling it in, because this, of course, this is good where the light protected it, but anyways, that's what I'm gonna do because it's thin. Of course, there's a hole there, thin right here, but the rest is good. Like here, it's got some burn, but I'm just gonna put some resin over it, and then we're gonna gel coat it and paint it, and it's on the roof. So I think it'll be just fine. I really do. But you know, and by putting resin on it, it can soak back in, hopefully, to anywhere where there might be some gaps from the bubbling, because of course scraping the paint off, it bubbled. And the interesting thing, where the paint all bubbled, you can see it's kind of yellowy, and then over here the paint didn't bubble, but I did grind it all off just so it would be the same. And it's interesting because you can definitely tell the difference. But if a new roof cap was readily available, that would be probably the right way to do it. But you can't, I mean, this is a rare truck. The 90-inch K100 cab is not that common. So finding a roof cap would have been harder, a lot harder. So they don't make them anymore. But anyways, let's knock these things out, and I'll just set you guys up over here. Oh, whew, that fell on the floor. Ugh. The question is, will it come out? Oh yeah. Okay. So those little metal inserts are knocked out. Got to do some more here. I should put the cab down too. But turbo still seized. Everything is tight. I wonder. Anyways. Anyways, guys, that's it for this episode. See you in the next one. Cheers.